Good morning. Standard 10, subject English. Today we learn now remaining part of the lesson 2.2. The boy who broke the bank on page number 49 and 50. So listen carefully, look into your book also. And Sitaram, glad that he had been of service to both a customer and his friend, hoisted his bag on his shoulders and went his way. Miss Srivastav had to do some shopping. She gave instruction to the ayah about looking after the baby and told the cook not to be late with the midday meal. Then she set out for the Pimpalnagar marketplace to make her customary tour of the cloth shops. A large shady tamarind tree grew at one end of the bazaar, and it was here that Miss Srivastav found her friend Miss Bhushan. Sheltering from the heat, Miss Bhushan was fanning herself with a large handkerchief. She complained of the summer which she affirmed was definitely the hottest in the history of Pimpalnagar. She then showed Miss Srivastav a sample of the clothes she was going to buy, and for 5 minutes they discussed its shade, texture, and design. Having existed this topic, Miss Srivastav said, "Do you know, my dear, the Seth Govind Ram's bank can't even pay its employees. Only this morning I heard a complaint from their sweeper who hasn't received his wages for over a month." Shocking, remarked Miss Bhushan. If they can't pay the sweeper, they must be in a bad way. None of the others could be getting paid either. She left Miss Srivastav at the tamarind tree and went in search of her husband, who was sitting in front of Kamal Kishore's photography shop talking with the owner. So there you are, cried Miss Bhushan. I have been looking for you for almost an hour. Where did you disappear? Nowhere, replied uh, Mr. Bhushan. Had you remained stationary in one shop, I might have found you. But you go from one shop to another like a bee in a flower garden. Don't start grumbling. The heat is trying enough. I don't know what's happening to Pimpalnagar. Even the banks are about to go bankrupt. This is the part of the lesson for the passage. So listen carefully. And Sitaram glad that he had been of service to both a customer and his friend, and he raised her to higher position, his bag on his shoulders, and went his way. Miss Srivastav had to do some shopping, and she gave instruction to the ayah about looking after the baby, and she told the cook not to be late with the midday meal. Means make the meal ready. Then she set out for the Pimpalnagar marketplace to make her usual or habitual tour of the both shops. Then a large shady tamarind tree grew at the end of the bazaar, and it was here that Miss Srivastav found her friend Miss Bhushan. She was sheltering from the heat, and Miss Bhushan was fanning herself with a large handkerchief, and at that time she complained of the summer in Pimpalnagar and the hottest in the history of Pimpalnagar. Then she showed Miss Srivastav a sample of cloth she was going to buy, and for 5 minutes they discussed about the cloth, its shade, texture, and design, and so many things, other things also. Then they stopped the topic. Miss Srivastav said, Do you know, my dear, that Seth Govind Ram's bank can't even pay its employee. You know that this news or this piece of news only this morning I heard a complaint from their sweeper. I know from the sweeper and who hasn't received his wages for over a month. I know from the sweeper about it. So shocking. She shocked remarked Miss Bhushan. If they can't pay the sweeper, they must be in a bad way. They must be in a bad way. Means they on the bankrupt, on the way of bankrupt. So none of others could be getting paid either also. And so she left Miss Srivastav at the temporary tree and she went in search of her husband there. And her husband was sitting in front of Kamal Kishore's photography shop, talking with the owner, talking with the shopkeeper. So many other subjects they talking about it. And Miss Bhushan cried, So there you are. I have been looking for you. I have been looking for you for almost an hour. Where did you disappear? Where did you go? She asked her questions. He said, Mr. Bhushan said, Nowhere. He replied, or he answered, Had you reminded of stable not moving in one shop? I might have found you, but you go from one shop to another shop like a bee in a flower of garden. Then don't start grumbling. Don't start grumbling. The heat is trying enough. The heat is trying enough. And I don't know what's happening to Pimpalnagar. So many heat. And what happened about it? At that time, she said, even the banks are about to go bankrupt also. Bankrupt means without enough money to pay what we financially ruined. So, this is the explanation. You read again and again this part by her play. And next period we learn a passage on it. So we stop